How y'all doing? You gotta excuse how I look. I'm just having one of those just jumped out the bed days. So, here trying to help some of y'all out. Some of y'all, not all of y'all. Some of y'all just hard-headed. But I'm gonna help some of y'all out. Those who want to be helped. Okay? Yeah. I'm gonna help some of y'all out. Some of y'all. There's a few of y'all, not all of y'all. Just a few of y'all. I'm gonna help some of y'all. Blessings. Blessings. Nobody stressing. Blessings. How y'all doing today? I see a few of y'all on. I see the Aaron on. Look like Rose on. Look like Ebony on. Let's see who else on. Let everybody know that we in school. Whoever don't get on school, trying to help y'all. Hopefully this helps some of y'all. Good morning. Help you? Yeah, Rose, I know you need help, poor thing. You're gonna be all right, Rose. You're my peoples. You're gonna be all right, Rose. You're gonna be all right. Not all right, but you're gonna be all right. Let everybody know that we're in school. I see T on. Lord, that's a miracle. I see T on here. Hopefully I can, for all my people with short attention spans, I'm going to try to hurry up quick as possible because I know y'all got short attention spans. Blessings, T. Blessings, Ebony. Good morning. Love you too, Ebony. Oh, she said she love me. I love you too, Ebony. Y'all good peoples, man. All y'all good people. Oh, yeah. Rose never tell me she love me. She don't never call me Papa. She don't say none of that. Rose is a distant cousin, y'all. So whenever you see Rose, just say, hey, distant cousin. Because she ain't, she figures she ain't Houston. I mean, she not in Houston, so Rose don't love me like everybody else do. Stephen, how you doing, son? Dexter in the building. How you doing, son? Blessings. Blessings, family. Blessings. Yeah. Mom's not here. She left me. She acting. She on her mission right now. But I was on a prayer line today, and I'm gonna help some of y'all. I was on a prayer line today, and after the prayer line, I began to teach. They leave April L, and Mama Blue was on, and Prophetess Torah. And L, I wish everybody was on a line to hear the teaching. So I I'm gonna just give a brief summary of what was talked about, so I can help y'all out. So basically, it was talking about the Holy Spirit, right? And how to really get closer to the Holy Spirit. But then I started getting into all different other subjects. And the only way to really get into the spiritual realm to see a reward system is through these spiritual tools and practices. Let everybody know that we on. I know you love me, Rose. I just like messing with you. But yeah, you go to Matthew chapter 6. And in Matthew chapter 6, it speaks about these different principles that unlocks the prince. And one of them is this. When you give, he'll reward you and open. Let's go to Matthew chapter 6. Look what it says. I'm going to start at verse 1. Take heed, therefore, do not let your alms before men to be seen of them, otherwise you'll have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Therefore, when you do give thy alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee as a hypocrite do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have the glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But when thou give, let it not your left hand know what your right hand is doing, that thine alms may be in secret, and thy Father which sees in secret himself shall reward thee openly. Now, when he said about in secret, is referring into a secret place. It don't mean keep it a secret. Now, what he was saying, these men was giving, but they was giving to be boastful before men. Okay? And so by him saying that they were being boastful before men, it wasn't that you can't say that you gave, but what he was saying was you do it from your inner man, from a secret place. And see, most of us don't understand it. That's the reason why we don't see a reward system. And then it goes down to prayer. It says in verse 5, and when you pray, don't be as the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen from men. Well, I say unto you, they have the reward. But when you pray, enter to thy closet, and when thou hast shut the door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which sees in secret shall reward thee openly. But when you pray, use not vain repetition as the heathens do, for they think they shall be heard for their much speaking. But not therefore like them, for your Father know which things you have need of before you ask him. So basically, like, don't be asking God for the same stuff, and God know what you need before you even need it. So it goes back to the reward system of seeking. And then it goes into verse 16, talking about when you fast, don't be walking around here what you feel like, oh, I'm fasting this figure so you can be seen before men. So here's the revelation. Some of y'all pray, but y'all don't fast. And some of y'all fast, but you don't give. And some of y'all give, but you don't fast and pray. Now let me help you. Every tool is a reward system. Not only is a reward system, is a different reward system for each situation. You cannot pray for finances. You got to give for financial blessings. And why God said in Malachi, if you give, I will open up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing. Remember, he said he's going to pour out a blessing. He didn't say he's going to pour out a healing. He didn't say he's going to pour out a miracle. He said, I'm going to pour out a blessing. The word blessing means to be happy. So he's going to pour out a form of happiness that you're going to have room enough to receive it. And he's going to rebuke the devourer for your sake so he can't curse the fruit of your ground. So you cannot pray for finances. You have to give for finances. The Bible says when you fast, that your health shall spring forth speedily. So when you fast, you need a healing. Fasting is the only thing that's going to help you. Prayer alone is not enough. So you're going to need to fast so your health can spring forth speedily. Giving is not going to help you with your healing, or prayer alone going to help you with your healing. You need fasting. Fasting also makes you sensitive to the spirit, not prayer. Oh my God. And praying is a communication with God versus just, okay, like Al was asking me, he said, well, I feel more of the spirit when I worship. And I do too. Because worship is an approach to God. The Bible says in Psalm 100, come before my presence with singing. So when you sing in the spirit to God, that opens up the conversation for God to even hear you out. You can't just keep approaching God with, oh, Lord, my finances, my business, my this, my that. God is not hearing you because he wants a communication with you first through adoration of worship. Okay? So worship is different from prayer. And prayer is different from worship. You need it all. So everyone yields a different thing. When you worship, that's an atmospheric glory. That's God coming down upon you and seeking you. But the Bible says the Father seeks such to worship him in spirit and in truth. So prayer not going to get the Father to seek you, but worship will. So worship gets the Father to seek you because you're seeking him. But prayer, especially praying in tongues, build up your holy faith. It builds up your holy faith. So if you only praying in tongues but not praying in English, or you praying in tongues but not worshiping, you lacking something. So yes, we need to do it all, but you got to know which one does what. Because you may be thinking, y'all might be thinking prayer going to help your finances and your family. No. For finances, you need to give. To hear God's voice, you need to pray. To get sensitive to the spirit, you need to fast. Because guess what? You get sensitive to the spirit, but if you don't pray, you're not gonna you'll be sensitive, but you're not gonna know what the spirit is saying because you don't pray, you don't understand communication. But if you praying and you're not fasting, you communicating, but you're not sensitive enough to pick up the signal of what he's saying. Are y'all catching it? So one does something else versus the other. So all of them are spiritual tools, but if you don't know which one does what, then you will not get the reward system of that. That's why some of y'all been praying, like you gonna be fasting and praying. You're gonna be, you're gonna be deep in the prophetic. You're gonna be holy. You're gonna be righteous. You're gonna be sensitive in the spirit. But because you don't give, you're gonna be spiritual and broke. You're gonna be spiritual with no financial stability, or you're gonna be one of them prophets that are unknown because you don't give. So God not gonna open you up to the nations or to the world or give you influence because you're not a giver. Giving brings influence. Giving helps brings prosperity. Giving helps open the portals of heaven over your life. We see this with Cornelius and his family. They received a spiritual gift through his giving, and an angel showed up. Now remember, Cornelius had already been praying, he had already been giving, but the Bible said, one day I was fasting in the ninth hour, and an angel showed up. See, fasting brings in the angelic. So you're not going to see angels unless you live a fasted lifestyle. You can pray all day, you can holler, scream, buck, shout all day. Unless you live a fasted lifestyle, you're not going to see heaven. You're not going to see the angelic. You're not going to see signs, wonders, and miracles. That only comes through fasting, not prayer alone, not giving, and not even worship. Only fasting brings in the angelic. We see this even with Daniel. When Daniel fasted for 21 days, an angel showed up and said, we have now come because of your words. So unless you fast, you're not going to see the angels. You're not going to get angelic and heavenly activity to back you up. It's just not. And a 66 fast is not going to get it. You got to fast like Africans. You got to fast, dry fast, no food, no water for several days. And until you master that, you're not going to see the angelic. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. It's that splat. You ain't going to see no angels. But you can pray and you may hear God's voice through the realm of praying in the Holy Ghost because you're building up your most holy faith. And that's a direct communication between you and God, because the Bible says, because no man understands him, but in the spirit, he speaks mysteries. So you need prayer to speak the mysteries and understand the voice of God, to pray in tongues, but you also need to fast so you can get heaven to come down. That's why people don't see the miracles they see in the Bible, because we don't live a fasted lifestyle. You only hear about the miracles in Africa because they fast a lot. You only hear about the miracles in China and Africa and all these other countries because they fast a lot. That's why we don't see them kind of miracles in America, because we don't live a fasted lifestyle. And giving, that's another reason why we don't see the power of God, because we don't give. We penny pinch God. So we can't get the portals of heaven. So you wonder why your business ain't thriving, or you wonder why you stagnated in whatever level that you're on, because you're not a giver. You can't pray for finances. You got to give for finances. You cannot sow an apple seed and expect an orange tree. I remember this old religious stuff we used to say in the church all the time. Well, I sow my time. Well, you're just going to be a long-living broke person. You sow money to reap money. You sow time to reap time. You sow drama and you're going to reap drama. You sow happiness and kindness, you're going to reap that back. Whatever a man soweth, that which he sowed is what he shall also reap. You can't sow an apple seed and expect an orange tree. It just don't work like that. So if you think putting in your time going to get you financial blessings and miracles, it ain't going to happen, sweetie. You can't pray for money. You got to sow for money. You ain't going to be able to see the angelic unless you fast. You want healing, you need to fast. Prayer alone is not going to get it. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. How many people done prayed for you for the same sickness, same disease, same situation for the longest and ain't nothing popped off? You know why? Because you need to fast. And if you want to hear the voice of God, you're going to need to pray. And if you want the atmosphere of God's presence, you need to worship. So prayer is not going to set an atmosphere off unless you are a worshiper. So when you understand each principle yields a different reward, then you wonder why certain things missing in your life. So if you're a prayer warrior, but you want healings and miracles, then you need to incorporate more fasting. If you pray and fast, but you want to see financial miracles and stability and establishment, then you need to give more. If you only sow 100, learn to sow 1,000. If you only sow thousands, learn to sow 5,000. If you pray 1 hour, you need to pray 5 hours. If you only fast 1 or 2 days, you need to fast for a week, or fast for 21 days, or fast for 40 days. If Jesus, who was perfect, had to go on a fast for 40 days and 40 nights to kill his flesh, to start his ministry, what make you think you don't have to fast to start ministry? And that's why y'all keep getting beat by these demons. Y'all go out there and try to do ministry and never did a 40-day fast. You would never have a supernatural ministry unless you did a 40-day fast. Never. I don't care you did a bunch of 21s. You would never have a supernatural ministry and God back it up with miracle signs and wonders unless you did a 40-day fast or more. And Jesus was perfect. He had to do 40, so we got to do even more because we imperfect. Don't even try to start a ministry unless you did 40-day fast or more. I'm talking about a real 40-day fast. Not a Daniel fast, because Daniel is not a fast. That's a consecration. A real fast. So don't even try to start ministry. That's the reason why you see a bunch of fleshed out preachers now. That's why you see a bunch of people now that's trying to do the things of the spirit, and there's no manifestation because the simple fact is they haven't killed their flesh to fast. You have to face the inner demons and beat the temptations of the spirit before you can sit up there and go fight somebody else's demons. Jesus had to beat the devil that was trying to come at him about who he was in the spirit. If you're the Son of God, turn this stone into bread. If you're the Son of God, do this and do that. If you're the Son of God, yada, 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 yada. So you have to know who you are in the spirit. And that's the reason why some of y'all haven't seen no manifestations, because you don't know who you are in the spirit and you haven't fasted enough to beat your inner demons to go help other people with their demons. Yeah, you might see a blessing here and there. You might squirt a prophecy out every blue moon, but you will never walk fully in that office. You'll never walk fully in those miracles. You'll have an experience, but you'll never have an impartation.